Hey everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And for today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice 6-inch MAFEX Wonder Woman figure from Medicom Toys. Now this figure comes packaged in the same style packaging we've been seeing with all the Dawn of Justice MAFEX figures. You've got a window box with the figure clearly displayed. Down below you have an image of the figure and the name. On one side you have an image of the figure and it tells us this is figure number 24 in the MAFEX series. And then on the other side we just have the Dawn of Justice logo and another figure image. And then on the back we have more images of the figure showing off all the accessories that come with it. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside of the packaging along with the other contents. So first of all, you get the typical MAFEX figure stand, and it's just a clear base with the 3 holes, and you can put the arm here in any one of these holes. It just attaches with a little peg. And then you've got the 3 points of articulation on the arm, and these are attached with screws so you can loosen it or tighten it however you want. And you've got the up and down movement here at the base. You also have rotation there at the base. You have up and down movement at the midsection of the arm, and then you've got up and down movement here at the top with the clamp. And the clamp again just attaches with a peg, so you've got rotation there with that clamp, and then you can just open the clamp up, and it holds the figure pretty good. You just want to put like the clamp around the waist of the figure, and then you can put it in flight poses or just have it stand normally however you want. The figure comes with 4 different pairs of hands, so we get a pair of closed-fisted hands, and these are the ones that are attached to the figure when you first take it out of the packaging. Then you get a pair of open hands. Then you have a pair of grip hands that are more open, better for holding the sword that she comes with. And then you have a pair of grip hands that have a tighter grip, better for the lasso that she comes with. So switching out the hands on the figure is pretty easy. You just pull off the hand you want to replace. You've got the peg attached to the arm and then the hole on the hand. And then to plug in the hand you want to replace it with, you just slide it on there. Now that peg can move a little bit on you, but for the most part it should be pretty easy, and it'll fit, the new hand will fit on there nice and tight. We get a shield, and it looks very similar to what we see in the movie. You've got the metallic gold paint with the brown, and then you've got the silver outline on the front, and you've got some sculpting, some ancient writings around the outer part of the shield, and then you've got some little holes sculpted on this middle ring with the gold, and then you've got the bird sculpted on the middle of the shield. On the back side you again have more detailing. You've got the little leather straps, and then you've got more with the metallic gold and the brown. So I like the detailing on the back of the shield as well. Now you can put the shield on either arm, but it's better to put it on her left arm so that the bird on the front is facing the right direction. And you want to put the double straps so they go towards the back of the arm, and then just kind of have it grasp that front strap. And so again, when you do it on the left arm, the bird is facing the right direction. If you put it on the right arm, then the bird's going to be upside down. She also comes with a sword, and I really like the detailing on this. You've got this metallic silver which has an almost gold tint to it on the blade, and then you've got some line work sculpted on the blade as well, and a little symbol here down at the end of the blade. So I like that. The blade is made with kind of a rubbery type plastic, so it does have some flexibility to it. It's not a hard plastic. And then again you've got some nice sculpting detail on the handle of the blade with the metallic gold and silver and a little bit of blue highlight on the handle as well. So I really like the way this sword comes off looking. And she'll hold the sword nice and tight as long as you have the grip hand. You want to have the hand with the larger grip in there, and again, like I said, she holds it nice and tight. And then she has this loop on her belt, and you can use this loop to either store the sword or the lasso that she comes with. And the loop is just a half loop, it doesn't go all the way around, and again that's more for the lasso, but you can hook the sword in there if you want so she can carry it on her side. And then finally you get her magic lasso, and you get 2 versions of it. You get one that's completely rolled up, and then you get one that's kind of half unrolled. So the one that's rolled up is the one, if you want to attach it to her belt on the side, is the one you would want to use. And this is done with just a hard plastic, and it's got gold metallic paint. And I like how the little rivets in the rope are sculpted on there, so it does look like actual rope. So I like that detailing. And then this one is done with a softer, more flexible type material, so it does have some bendability. Now I think it would have been better if one of these sides was completely unrolled. I don't know why they did it so one side is, or both sides are rolled up like that. So she can't really hold it very well like that. So again, I think it would have been better if one side was completely unrolled and then maybe one side had a loop so you could lasso somebody. You can see she does hold the lasso. If you have the hand, the grip hand with the tighter grip, she will hold it, but it looks a little funny with the circles on both sides of the rope. So you can have her hold it in both hands if you wanted to. So for the figure itself, I think the face sculpt is okay. It looks like from some angles it looks like the actress, but from others not really. I think the thing that throws it off the most for me is the eyes, the way the eyes are painted. They look a little bit off to me, but otherwise I think the face sculpt is pretty good, and the lips look pretty good, and her hair looks good. She's got some lighter and darker brown colors in her hair, and I like the way it's sculpted. And it's done with a softer plastic, so it does have some flexibility, so you can still turn the head, which I like that. Then for the rest of the figure, I do think the skin tone is a little bit pale on this figure, but I kind of think that with all these MAFEX figures. And then I do like the sculpting on her costume and the metallic red color that they use, and the gold, and how the blue looks on her skirt piece. I like that sculpting detail as well on the skirt piece, so I think that looks good. She's got the little W on the back there on her belt. And then she's got this harness piece, which is a separate piece, and it's done with a flexible type material. And she's got the silver wrist gauntlets so she can deflect bullets and stuff. And then she's got the wrappings on her hands. And then again, nice sculpting detail and paint applications on the boots. So this figure stands at about 6 1/4 inches, maybe a little under 6 1/4 inches tall. Here's a comparison with Mattel's two 6-inch versions of the Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman. So this is the more basic figure, and then this is the multiverse figure. And definitely, I think the MAFEX figure looks the best of the three, which is no surprise. Here's a comparison with the MAFEX Armored Batman from Dawn of Justice. And then finally, here's a comparison with the MAFEX Dawn of Justice Batman and Superman figures. And I think the scale between these three is pretty good. For articulation, you can turn the head to the left and to the right. Even with the hair, you can still turn the head pretty good. And she can look down a bit. She can't really look back, though, because the hair does prevent her from looking back. Arms are attached with ball joints, so she can get her arm out good. And you can kind of pull that ball joint out a little bit from the socket, so it gives you some more movement. And you've got a rotation there with that ball joint up high. And then she's got rotation with the arm, good rotation with the arm. And then for the elbow, it's a double hinged elbow, so she can bend her elbow about that much. And then she's got rotation at the wrists, and she's got those little hinge joints, so she's got good up and down movement with the hands as well. She's got a midsection joint, so she can rotate a bit. This harness piece limits that movement a bit, and she can look back there at the midsection, and she can look forward about that much. And then she also has a waist swivel, so she's got good rotation there at the waist, and she can kind of pivot to the left and right there at the waist as well. Legs are attached with ball joints, so she can do the splits good. Again, you can kind of pull the legs down from the crotch a bit to get more movement, and you've got that rotation up high there at the ball joint. Then she's got a double hinge knee, so good bending at the knee, and then hinges on the feet, so good up and down movement, and she's got rotation. She really doesn't have much in the way of ankle pivot, though, and then no peg holes on the bottom of the feet. So that's my review. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this figure. I like the sculpting detail throughout most of the figure. I think the face sculpt is decent. My only complaint with that is with the eyes. I think the eyes look a little bit off, but otherwise I think it's a pretty solid sculpt, and I like the articulation and the accessories that come with it. So this figure is available now. You can pick it up at places that sell import figures like Big Bad Toy Store. We'll have a full image gallery up at toynewseye.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I'll have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, I'll catch you later.